Alex Monroe's car tires screeched as he approached Wraith Hollow, a town with an ominous reputation. The air was thick with fog, and the streets were eerily quiet. Alex, a journalist known for uncovering dark truths, had come to investigate the strange disappearances that plagued this town. As he stepped out of the car, the wind howled like a warning. He could feel it, something was wrong here. Inside the inn, the keeper, Serena Delacroix, gave him a cold, knowing stare. "You shouldn't have come," she whispered, "but now you're here, there's no turning back." Alex could feel the weight of her words, but he couldn't turn back. He needed answers. That night, Alex couldn't sleep. The bed was too uncomfortable, the air too thick. As he tossed and turned, the walls seemed to creak, and faint whispers floated through the room. "Leave this place," they murmured. Alex tried to ignore them, dismissing them as the wind, but when the door to his room creaked open on its own, his heart skipped a beat. No one was there, just the oppressive silence, and the whispers growing louder. Suddenly, a shadow passed by the window. Alex's heart pounded in his chest. He wasn't alone. The next morning, Serena found Alex pacing the inn's lobby. Her expression was unreadable, but her eyes held a hint of fear. "You're digging too deep," she warned. "The town's history is buried for a reason. Some things are better left forgotten." But Alex wasn't afraid. He was determined to uncover the truth. Serena hesitated before speaking again. "It's not just the disappearances, it's the curse." She walked away, leaving Alex with more questions than answers. Later that day, Alex wandered through the town's antique store. Among dusty books and faded trinkets, one item caught his eye: a photograph. It was an old black and white picture of the town's founding families, the faces blurred and out of focus. Alex studied it carefully. There was something unsettling about the photo, as if the people in it were watching him. He turned the picture over, but there was no name, only an inscription. "The curse begins here." Alex decided to visit the town's historian, Elijah Grant, a frail, elderly man who had lived in Wraith Hollow his entire life. Elijah welcomed Alex into his cluttered study, filled with old maps and dusty records. "You want to know about the curse?" Elijah asked, his voice shaking. "It started centuries ago with a pact, a blood oath, that binds this town to the shadows." As he spoke, Elijah's eyes darkened. "It's not just the disappearances, it's the town itself. It feeds on the living." That night, Alex visited the old church at the edge of town, where the first disappearance had occurred. The air was thick with the smell of mildew, and the stained glass windows cast eerie shadows. As Alex stepped inside, he felt a cold breeze and heard a faint voice whispering his name. "Alex, you shouldn't be here." Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind him. Panic surged through him as he tried to open it, but it was locked. From the darkness, something moved, something that wasn't human. Alex stumbled through the darkness, his heart racing. He reached out and felt an object smooth and cold. It was a pendant, shaped like an eye, with strange runes carved into it. He had seen it before, in the photograph he found. This pendant was connected to the curse. As he examined it, the whispers returned. They weren't just in his head now, they were all around him, closing in. The pendant pulsed with an unnatural energy, and Alex realized it wasn't just the town that was cursed, it was him, too. As Alex dug deeper, he learned of the dark history tied to the town's founding families. The curse had been placed on Wraith Hollow as part of a ritual gone wrong, an offering to something ancient and malevolent. Each generation had to make a sacrifice to keep the darkness at bay, and now, Alex was the next target. The whispers weren't just in the town, They had followed him, luring him into their trap. He had unknowingly become part of the curse. Alex found himself standing in the town's cemetery, that air thick with dread. The fog had never been so suffocating. Serena appeared beside him, her face pale. "It's too late now," she said, her voice cracking. "The curse will claim us all." Suddenly, the ground trembled, and the shadows around them began to move. Figures emerged from the fog, their faces twisted with anguish. Alex realized they were the ones who had vanished trapped by the curse, doomed to walk the earth for eternity. In the final moment, Alex realized the horrifying truth was not an outsider. The bloodline he thought he had was tied to the curse. His ancestors had made the pact that had bound Wraith Hollow to the shadows. As the darkness closed in, Alex heard one final whisper. "You are one of us now."